So today's video is just gonna be a talk with me. Like, I'm just gonna talk to you about something that's been on my mind and stuff. Like, honestly, I wasn't gonna do no videos this week, but I was feeling like, I might as well do a video. I might as well just talk about it because I was feeling really, like, sometimes I get, like, really low, like, and depressed, like, because this life shit can get depressing as fuck. Like, honestly, it can get really just depressing. Like, you just can just be down. And sometimes I was just stressing. I found myself stressing and worrying and stuff. And then I just had to let that go. So I just want to tell you to keep going and, like, to let it go. Let the stress go, let that worrying go, and just leave it to God. Like, keep going. I wrote a post on my blog. If you don't know, I do write, like, sometimes I write on the blog that I have, and I will put, like, the link in the description box so you can check out my post when I write. So I wrote down something, and I'm just going to basically talk about what I wrote. I'm basically going to kind of read off of that. So pretty much what I said was, like, sometimes we fall short and stuff, and like I said, this life shit can get depressing, and we feel like, we just gotta have it all together, and like, sometimes shit don't go as planned as we would like it to go. But sometimes, if it's not going as planned, it's just not the way things should go. Sometimes, we gotta realize that God's plan is bigger than our plans. Like, if it's not going as how you plan, then it's probably not the best plan for you. Just like let God do the work. Let Him get you a new plan, because whatever plan He got for you is definitely bigger than yours and is definitely greater than yours. So, if your plan not working, then it's a reason for that. So I just want you to know that, when stuff happen to us, like, we go through shit and stuff like that, we think it's like the end of the world, or like, we never gonna recover from that loss or whatever. But I'm just here to tell you that eventually it's gonna get better. You will eventually recover from that loss. It's not the end of the world, and you just gotta keep going, keep pushing yourself to do better and be better. So yeah, it's just not the end of the world. Don't think that it's the end of the world. I believe that everything happens for a reason. So, it's a reason that you lost that job. It's a reason you lost that friend. It's a reason you lost the car. Anything that you lost, it's a reason for it. Like, you lost it for a reason, So never think that something just happened and just would happen. No, it's a reason behind everything. It's a purpose behind everything. God has a purpose, and you might not know the purpose right away, and you might think it's like just happening, but it's a reason for that. It's a reason why the stuff is happening the way they happen. Eventually you're gonna find out that reason, but right now you just gotta be patient and let things rock out the way they rocking out. Just be patient and just thank God just for, like, doing His thing. Just let God do His thing, and then the rest will follow. You have to trust in God. You gotta trust the process. If we don't trust, like, that God is going to make a way for us, then whatever negative thoughts you have in your mind, you have to get rid of it. You gotta fill your mind with positive thoughts, because it's gonna haunt you and it's gonna tear you apart and eat you alive. So just get rid of all the negative thoughts in your mind and just, like, believe that you're gonna come out stronger than ever. Just believe that. I want you to believe that. You know, I hope I'm making sense. Yeah. Say is like we really need to know who to keep in our life and who to get rid of. Like some people, you know the saying, like, some people here teach us a lesson, some is for a blessing. We need to know who to keep in our life and who to get rid of. Like some people you keep in your life because they serve good purposes, but some people you just have to get rid of. You cannot keep them around for long, because if you do, then you're gonna start. If you keep them around, then you're gonna start to consume their. If you keep them around long, then you're going to start to consume their toxic energies, and you don't want that toxic energy like going into your body. Like you don't want none of that, sis. So like, let them go, leave them in the past. Trust me, it's not worth it. Just leave them where you find them. Leave them where you find them, like, because you don't want to go through that stuff. You don't want to keep on repeating the same patterns over and over and over and over, like, because it's okay to make mistakes, but it's not okay to keep on making the same mistakes over and over and over and over and over and over. Because, like, we're getting older and we don't have time to be making the same mistake over and over and over and over and over. Like, to make mistakes, but you got to learn from the mistakes. If you're making mistakes and you're not learning from them, then what are you doing? Like, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Period. I just know how it is to, like, God would test you, He really would test you to see if you the same person you used to be, see if you would go back to your same ways. He would test you. I know that He would test you because, He tested me, Sometimes we fail the test, but you have to like you got to check yourself real quick. Check yourself real quick. Like, before you try to check somebody else, check yourself. Like, I had to check myself real quick. Like, yo, you do not need to go back to your old ways. You do not need to go back to the past, because the past is the past and we're moving forward. So sometimes you really gotta realize, okay, maybe I shouldn't be trying to check everybody else. Maybe I need to check me. Okay? Check you before you check somebody else. Like, for real, check yourself. It's like, we gotta check ourselves. Like, don't be trying to check somebody else, man. You're not even right within, Just don't do that. So yeah, pretty much to sum it up, I just want to tell you to keep going, never give up on your dreams, your goals, like anything you want to do, just keep going. And like, you have to believe that whatever you want, whether you want a car, whether you want an apartment, whether you want a job, or somebody, like a person, you have to believe that it's already yours. You have to believe that it's already in your hands. You gotta believe it, because if you don't believe it, then it's not yours. You gotta believe it to achieve it, and then you can achieve it, sis. Yes, like, you got to believe it. Like, and also, like, you gotta also believe it and work on it, because they said faith without work is dead. So you gotta put the action to it. You can't just do all that talking, And I just want to tell you to stay prayed up and to, like, keep going. Like, keep going. Do not give up on your dreams, man. Like, sometimes, we shut down because, like, man, I understand. But, like, don't give up, don't shut down. Like, it's okay. Don't shut down. Keep going. Like, eventually everything's going to work out for the good, And I believe it. I want you to believe it. So, yeah. Whether you want to be rich, whether you want to be successful, whether you want to be, like, you know, anything you want to be in life, I just wish the best for you, and I hope that you be the best that you can be. And yeah. So yeah, that's all I had to say was keep going, and I love you guys so very much. You know, the little bit people that, you know, yeah, I love y'all so much. But yeah, keep going and never give up. That's all I gotta say. Check back in with me at Sincerely9 on Instagram. It'll be right here, or right here, or right here. Oh yeah, and go check out the post on this video. Love you guys.